Right, so the company TELESIN has kindly sent me out some more accessories to review and test. And this time on the right, we've got 3 mini monster fill lights, and these are going to be compatible with the Pocket 3. I'm filming on the Pocket 3 right now, but I'll be switching over and filming on the Action 6, and then I can show you how to attach them to the Pocket 3. And then on the left there, we've got the camera protective case, and this is a hard case one, and this will fit any action camera from the GoPro Hero series, for the Osmo Actions, and also the Ace Pro 1 and 2. So first of all, on the left, let's unbox the camera protective case, and I'll have a look at a few different action cameras which I own. Let's just see how they fit inside there. Here we go. Right, let's unbox the protective case and take a closer look at it. As you can see, it's quite a hard plastic case there. Let's just undo it, see what's inside. So as you can see, when we open it up, we've got that Velcro elastic strap to keep your camera secure, and also a nice little zip pouch here. That's going to be great for an extra battery or a charging cable. So like I said, I've got a few action cameras to fit inside here, so let's just take a look at that and see which one fits the best. Right, so first of all, I've got the Action 5 Pro. I'll just slot that in. Always put it in that way if it tips upside down, you're not going to lose your camera when you open it. And that's just going to close up there. As you can see, that's nice and secure and robust. And the largest action camera I own is the Ace Pro 2. So the same principle there. That just stretches a lot more, so that's in there a lot more tight than the other one. Once again, we're going to close that over there, no problem. What I will say with this one, I've got a few of these hard cases from TELESIN, and some of them do stop here so you can have the selfie pole in at the same time. But this one's not made for that. That's made to just chuck in your bag. And then we've got the Action 6 also. Once again, that just pops straight inside. So as you can see, when that's fully zipped up there, with a lanyard on, you can either keep that on you as you're walking around or just chuck it into your bag. You'll have no problems there, keeping that action camera from any scratches, debris or dirt. And now it's time to unbox the mini monster lights for the Pocket 3. So let me take them out of the box and take a closer look. Right, so that's everything outside the box. So first of all, on the right there, we've got the USB-C charging cables. Then in the middle, we've got the 3 monster mini fill lights. And then on the left there, we've got the magnetic brackets for the Pocket 3. Now let's take a closer look at those mini monster lights. Quite interesting to look at. So you'll just power it on there with the power button. So to toggle through the brightness settings there, it's just the power button. And each time you press it, it gets a lot stronger. And then back to the beginning there, there's just 3 as you've just seen. And then the button on the opposite side, that just sets the colour tones. And once again, you'll be able to put those colour tones in different strengths. And then when you want to charge your mini monster light, you'll just pull its tail here, and that reveals the USB-C charging port. And then that just pops straight back on. And underneath we've got a magnetic base, and there's 2 holes just at the side. That's for your lanyard. And these mini monster lights have a battery capacity of 230 milliamps, and they've got a run time of 2.5 hours. It's going to take around an hour to charge. Right, so that's what those monster lights look like when it's attached to the Pocket 3. As you can see, we've got 2 on the sides there, 1 on top, and it doesn't restrict it at all when you switch it on. As you can see, now we've got 3 lights facing forward. I'll just spin that round for you so you can see again. It's made that Pocket 3 look a lot more futuristic. Right, so now I'm going to take all those monster lights off the Pocket 3. I'm going to show you how to fix these magnetic mounts to it, and then we'll attach it all back together in real time. Here we go. Right, so first of all, we're going to fix the magnetic brackets to the Pocket 3. I'll just put the 3 monster lights out of the way there. Right, so when you look at these brackets, they come in 2 parts. Obviously, they're really magnetic, as you can see. So this one's going to go around the top, just on there, and this one goes around the actual body of the Pocket 3, which just attaches around the top there. And then as you can see on these magnetic brackets, once they're fixed on, the magnets are at the side. There's one there and one there, and on this one the magnet's at the top. So first of all, we'll attach the largest one. This is going to go to the body of the Pocket 3. It's just going to fix around the top here. It is pretty flexible, there's some give in there, so it's not going to be really tight and scratchy Pocket 3. So that's just going to mount straight on there. That mounts straight into position. So as you can see, when the magnetic bracket's attached, it's not interfering with the gimbal or the screen. And now I'm going to attach the second magnetic bracket. Now this one just fits on the top here. As you can see, we've got some cutout grooves, and that's just going to align up with the part of the gimbal there. And that's just going to snap straight on top as well. Again, you're not interfering with the gimbal whatsoever. It's just on the outer edge of it. So when I turn it on, you'll see it all works perfectly. As soon as you switch that on, as you can see, just spin that around. That's on the top there, so when you get that light facing forward, it's not interfering with the gimbal like I've just said. When you've got that magnet on top of the gimbal arm there, it's not really touching any parts of the gimbal, it's just on the arm at the back. So as you can see, when that's rotating around and moving, it's not obstructing anything whatsoever. So now that I've got both magnetic brackets on the Pocket 3, we'll just switch the Pocket 3 off first of all. As you can see, it doesn't interfere with it whatsoever. And then we'll just attach the 3 monster lights. So like I said earlier, the magnets are at the side for the bracket on the base. You can attach them to the front or facing forward. For this time, we'll just face them forward towards me. And then we've got that one which snaps on top. Now when I power it on, again you're going to see it's not interfering with the screen or gimbal. So that's all 3 mini monster lights magnetically attached to the Pocket 3. And I'll just triple tap the screen here. As you can see, that's turning around with no problem. It's not vibrating, it's not in the way of the gimbal whatsoever. That goes for the ones on the side. Nothing's touching the screen or gimbals. Now obviously it's completely up to you which way you face these lights, but I strongly recommend if you're going to be turning them around, especially on the top, just power down your Pocket 3. Because you don't want to be powering on your Pocket 3 and messing around with this, so you're going to be messing around with your gimbal. And that's going to be okay for a few times, but you don't want to get used to that as you're going to really start damaging that gimbal. So I've powered it down, so I just want to pop these off. I can just turn them around if you like. Same with the one on top. And now when we power it on, obviously they've got the lights facing the other way, but the one towards me. And when you triple tap, yet again, they're all facing forwards. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially with any new kit that TELESIN sends me out there for the Action 6 or any of the action cameras. I'll be unboxing it and showing you exactly how to use it like I have today. But for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.